What's up, guys? I'm going to be doing a run through of each combat style in Necesse. Um, this is going to be like range, so guns and bows kind of thing. And then after I do all of them, I'm going to figure out what the best, you know, combat style is, I guess. But it might differ. It might be, depending on what part of the game. But this is going to be range, and yeah, let's get into it. So, starting off with the early game, I opted to use the boomerang. It was pretty nice. If you got close to them, it would ricochet really fast, and you can get like a lot of DPS in. It was pretty straightforward. I didn't have too much trouble with it. So the first boss, um, I think I just used the boomerang, and I had like iron armor, nothing crazy. The strat is just fight it near the Elder's house, and then he'll come and slap it for like 40s. So pretty easy. Uh, just dodge. I feel like that any boss is just dodge, but it's pretty straightforward. All right, so the next boss was Queen Spider. Um, I just used frost armor and the demonic bow. Um, it was pretty straightforward. Honestly, the most annoying thing was the ice on the ground. Like like damages you over time. But yeah, I prefer the Zephyr boots, the ones that make you sprint over like the dash or blink or whatever. Um, so I basically use that the entire game. All right. So here I found a handgun in a barrel when I was going to check out the dungeon, and it came in clutch, but making ammo was kind of a pain because going to mine iron is really slow compared to just making like arrows. But it came in kind of clutch for the dungeon. This dungeon is annoying. Like it is so annoying. The the amount of zombies and yeah, I think it's zombies in there is just ridiculous. But luckily, my stairs to the boss was right, like pretty close to the entrance. Uh, so this next part, I didn't want to go too ham on the like my village or whatever. So I went for something kind of small, but it actually turned out I loved it actually. It looks so good and it was pretty functional. Um, it'll come together as the video goes on, but this is the start of it. I think it looks pretty cool. Alright, here I basically farmed a bunch of weed and enchanted my gear. Um, I made a bunch of void bullets. Uh, they're not the best enchantments, but they work. And now we're gonna try to fight the boss. The void bullets were definitely the most clutch thing about this. The annoying part about being ranged in this, um, is all the invincible candlesticks in the middle. Like they just block all your bullets, but the void bullets help a lot. The handgun was definitely superior to the bow here. For that reason, and also like the rate of fire for the handgun is actually so good. The damage is decent. So yeah, void bullets OP. Alright, so this is the almost finished product. I put all the chests in the middle with the like crafting table and stuff. Um, all the settlers' rooms are on the outside, with the farmland, you know, in the middle. Kind of looks like a clock almost. Um, I farmed full ivy to fight the swamp boss, and I made like an ivy bow. Trying to get a good enchantment on here. I think I end up getting something. Yeah, I think I get masterful. There it is. And yeah, this is looks good. So this boss, I think the main thing to do is dodge a snake. The little boomerangs that he shoots at you don't really do much damage, but the head that hurts. Okay. Um, I mean, I think like if you're ever struggling with the boss, just upgrade your armor to whatever the best thing you can get is. Uh, I think, see, I think it's harder with ranged because whenever you the snake is broken up to different segments, so you can kind of AoE it if you were to do like melee, for example. But with range, you can't really do that. Um, so the only damage you can do is really just your arrow. You can't, you know, AoE cheese it like you can with melee. So, but it's not too bad of a boss. He just speeds up and yeah. So the Ancient Vulture, this one's so easy. I'm not sure why it's after the Swamp one. I think the Swamp one's harder. With range, it's pretty. You just dodge everything and just hold your mouse over it. Like I guess you gotta lead a little bit, but it's not too bad. I went straight for this boss like after. I didn't even. Yeah, it's as you could see in the clips. I had to go so far to find a pirate island. I mean, it doesn't look that far, but it's like, yeah, I ran out of travel scrolls, so I just had to swim there. Um, but luckily we only had to go there once. I got the vulture bow from the ancient vulture, which made this next thing
Alright, let's
easy.
give it a go.
So I got to the pirate island, cleared out some of the pirates. The vulture bow is pretty clutch. It does pretty good DPS. Um, for this boss, you have to clear an area, definitely. I think the gimmick with the vulture bow is that it penetrates,
It's kind of
which
hard.
did pretty good for this, kind of. Sometimes the pirates would line up. Um, I remember this boss being a lot more difficult, but yeah, it really wasn't too bad. It just seemed like the boss didn't do any damage to me. I don't. I remember being just so much difficult. I guess my armor's decent. I got the Ivy armor, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. So this is the clip I defeat the Reaper. It took me. I tried one more time before. The most difficult part about the Reaper is the little heat-seeking balls he shoots. You have with range, your like DPS is not high enough to be able to clear them out. So whenever he does the attack where it's like there's two spawns for the balls, like you just have no way to clear them out. So you kind of gotta shift focus from Reaper to the balls, and it's pretty difficult. Um, it was whenever I did my first run, I did summoning, and it was just it's like just AFK. Like it's so free, but with range, I mean, I'm using the vulture bow, and it's like there's just no way to clear them out. That's what makes it so difficult. Dodging them's easy, but these balls, there's just so many of them. There's no way to clear them out. So this was a little bit difficult, but it's whatever. We didn't get the Death Ripper on the first kill, but we did end up killing it again and got it on the second kill. So not too bad. At least we didn't, get unlucky or whatever. But yeah, I guess with most bosses, just dodge and you'll be fine. Um, so for the Cryo Queen, I was like, I'm not even gonna attempt this unless I have the ninja armor that lets you, move without getting the speed debuff. I mean, shoot while without getting the speed debuff. So I basically just farmed ninjas until I got it. And with the Death Ripper, it really was I first timed it. I didn't die a single time. This boss gave me trouble in the past, but once you like know her moves and the cycles, it's really not that bad. Um, the Death Ripper just shreds it. We didn't get the the cryo gun on the first kill, but we did kill it again, and then we got it. And let me tell you, the cryo gun, it might be the best ranged weapon in the game. Uh, the bow, we'll get to it, but the cryo gun is amazing. The rate of fire is just so good. The damage is so good. It's really just amazing. Okay, the clip I'm showing you is I killed it once, and this is the second time trying it. 'Cause I didn't get the bow, I got the lance the first time, and I wanted to get the bow. The fight, it's not as bad as I remember. I just don't get trapped in the circle, and it's really not that bad. Uh, just dodging the heads obviously is so important. The strat is to not kill one and then the other. It's to get them both down low and then kill them at the same time. Now, doing this, I don't know why, but the stairs count as collision for bullet for projectiles. So my bullets don't go through it, which was really annoying. And I thought that I was gonna die because of that, but I ended up not. But so it's so weird. We got the vulture bow, I think, on the second kill. We got the cryo gun on the second kill, and on this we get the bow, the the twin bow or whatever it's called, on the second kill. Kind of weird, but whatever. Um, yeah, it's not that bad. I use an ancient rifle here. It has really good damage, but honestly, it probably would have been way easier if I used a cryo gun. I don't really realize how good the cryo gun is for stuff like this until I do the next boss. But yeah, I don't. I remember having so much trouble with this boss, but I guess just knowing the movement is just so annoying that they do. So yeah, but no, it was pretty good. Okay, so this is the kill that I do the cryo blaster. I think I died. Yeah, I died twice. Trying to use ancient rifle, but the cryo blaster is vastly superior. Look at the just rate of fire. It's insane. Uh, the biggest tip I can give for this boss is to kill the dragons. You don't see it in this because I kill the dragons, but the dragons will come attack you whenever you go and try to dodge this laser that he's spinning with, and it's just too much things to dodge at once. So just killing those dragons is so important. But the cryo blaster, it's so good. The damage is just insane. Like look at this. It's over half dead, and I'm still full health. Um, I think it's the I'd argue that it's the best ranger. I didn't even try the bow. Maybe the bow would have been better, the twin bow, but God, I'm in love. But yeah, I'm not gonna do the swamp boss because it doesn't drop anything, but I will do the swamp boss whenever he does add something that it drops. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Range, it was pretty good. I like range. Alright, if I were to give each boss an arbitrary ranking on difficulty with ranged, this is what it would look like to me. Now it looks terrible, don't get me wrong, but um, and it's kind of hard to say because some bosses just aren't hard, you know. But this is just when I use range, how difficult it was. Um, I know it looks terrible. I just made it in Paint.net, but yeah, that this is if I had to grade each one, this is what it would look like. Now I plan to do a video for melee and mage. I don't know if I'm gonna do one for summoning because I might, but um, if y'all like this, maybe like it, maybe sub. I don't know. Um, but yeah, this is the range run through.